We're here to honor Ruth for all that you do.
Ruthie Johnson of Belfield can often be seen wearing a shirt that proclaims, "Live generously," and she does. She gives tirelessly of her time and talents on her own and through numerous volunteer activities, namely at the Belfield Senior Center, where she currently serves as secretary. Ruth has voluntarily led an exercise group twice a week for many years. She has sewn wall hangings and table coverings for monthly themes at the Senior Center. She has painted interior walls, all voluntarily. There are numerous contributions she has made. Ruth offers a positive outlook, always welcoming people with heartfelt concern for everyone around her. Ruth is involved with other volunteer groups as well, namely the American Legion Auxiliary and the Sportsman's Club, where she volunteers at the shooting ranges on Ladies' Night, amongst other activities, where she gives tirelessly of her time and talents as well.
We are all in awe of what you do, and this community is blessed with your generosity every day. So thank you.
We can do our exercising right now. Here, up and down and left and right.
Most of the time when I ask Ruth, she'll always say, "Oh, I can do this," or "I can do that." And she usually ends with, "Whatever you want, just tell me, I will do it."
She's, well, the leader of the exercise club of bone builders, and then she also leads the crafts and is always willing to help. Whenever you mention anything that needs to be done, she's willing to volunteer to take on the project.
You know, when we started, when we got 9-10 years that we worked together, as Ruth was the secretary, membership grew probably 1,000%. We wanted to pay her, and we knew it was getting to be a big, she wouldn't have none of that. No, I can't, I'm not going to. We had a ladies' night that started by Thumper and Barb, and Ruth jumped out there with her laptop and showed people how to sight a hand gun and safety and all that kind of. She was very instrumental.
I rely on Ruth so heavily for so many pieces of what we do. You know, she brings a lot to our organization, wit and humor, but she also brings spreadsheets, and that's a very important thing. She keeps everything organized for us.
We'll all be at book club and somebody will say, "Oh, there was this character who said or did this," and she said, "Yes." And she turns right to the page and reads it. She knows it. Even if it's a book she read a year ago, she brings so much background. She can remember books and quotes from many, many years ago. But best of all, she makes us laugh.
I just can't believe how she finds time to do all that she does. Just amazes me. She prays for illness. She prays for healthiness. She prays for people unemployed, people employed. She prays for rain. I think she prays for snow. Yeah.
In the 6.5 years I was in the Marines, we moved permanent change of station 6 times. Ruthie never complained. And I got into the somewhat interesting work of being a Marine helicopter pilot, and I know it was a worry for all of the wives. She never complained. When I got out of the Marine Corps, we started farming and ranching with its risks and hazards. She never complained. I got into truck driving, and I would be gone anywhere from 5 to 17 days at a time. She never complained. I got into law enforcement and at the same time EMS, emergency medical system, with its risks and hazards. She never complained. We're looking at a one-person complete support network. And for all what we've been through, Ruthie, thank you very much. I couldn't have done it without you.
You know, God gave me a tremendous amount of talent and ability when I was born. Through no worth of my own, it was just given. I think Mom wanted to make sure that I turned out to be a decent human being. And I think she probably told me maybe 500 times or 700 or 1,000, if God, you've been given a lot, and people who are given a lot, much is expected of them. And I think she drilled that into me from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, and that is how I have tried to live my life. Thinking, God gave me this to use, it's my job to use it. Teaching was one of the greatest joys of my life. I love people, and I love being here, and I love, you know, I was raised by a magnificent mother and father, and they lived through the Depression, and they taught us values and ethics, and how to work, and how to be, and how to treat other people. And I was fortunate enough to win the husband lottery and have a husband with whom I've lived for 51 years, and as a matter of fact, he doesn't complain either. So we've had more fun together than is probably even legal, I'm not sure.
It was because of the awesome things that you do for the community, selflessly, might I add, that led the mayors to select you out of, again, 34 submitted nominations. If it wasn't for Ruth Johnson and her generosity, the town of Belfield would not be what it is. She certainly displays a spirit of excellence continuously.